In this episode, I'm going to aim to place the front headlight and replace the ambient temperature sensor, and hopefully I'll be able to get the front bumper on as well, so that will be a big surprise. And in the meantime, as you can see, what I've done is I've driven the car up onto these pieces of stone here, and then jacked it up and put these jack stands up. And the reason I've done that is because it gives me a bit of height when I'm going to put the bumper on, because there's some screws underneath.
After getting quoted over £900 for a brand new headlight from BMW, I resorted to ordering a used headlight from eBay for £250 instead. It unfortunately came without a headlight dust cover, but I managed to get this from BMW for around £16. The part number was exactly the same as a damaged headlight before, so this is just a matter of sliding it into the bracket and screwing it in. Luckily, whoever took the old headlight off left the screws inside the car. They consist of a nut and washer that tightens counterclockwise. This fastens to the bracket on the car. The screw then can be fed in from the back near the wheel to secure the headlight. There is another similar screw just below this. The final nut then screws in at the top of the headlight. The final step is to connect the wire to the plug located at the back of the headlight just above the wheel. And there you have it, success! The light turns on and now we have a working headlight. It does need a bit of finessing to get the panel gaps a bit tighter. However, I will do this when I come round to fitting the front bumper. If you remember in the first video, I mentioned that the dashboard was reading -40 degrees. I ordered an ambient temperature sensor from eBay for £10. It clips into this wire here behind the front bumper. After installing it, you can see now the temperature is reading accurately.
Okay guys, so I managed to fit the replacement bumper up to the car. The alignment's a bit off, as you can see here. It's not fully fitted in, and I need to put the screws in. But as you can see, I've got all the trim pieces in. So the trim at the bottom, the front grills at the bottom with the rear fog lights as well. Then we've got the headlight washers in and the tow eye hook. Also have the brand new parking sensors that have clipped in inside the bumper, and the wiring harness clipped in at the back here. So I just wanted to test and see if that works. So if we close the bonnet, close it properly. We close the bonnet, we get inside the car, and we put the car into drive. Or reverse, and you can see there it's picking up that, you know, we're close to the gate there. So that does mean if I do move forward, it will start telling me I'm getting close. There you go. So that means that we have indeed fixed one of the problems we were having, and now the parking works. Okay everyone, I've got the car jacked up. I've got the bumper loosely fit. As you can see, it's lined up quite well. I'm missing quite a few screws, so I've managed to screw it in at the top here. But I'm missing screws to push this in here, which then pulls this in, so it lines with the bonnet. better. Same here as well. Another thing that I think I'm pretty sure I'm missing is a small little retaining clip that slots in here, and then you can, from behind, screw it together here, and it'll just pinch this together. So I'm gonna have to find that off eBay or BMW to get that. I've also managed to screw a few in at the bottom, but they're not 100% in there. And like you can probably tell there as well, the parking sensors are all in and working perfectly. I had to take the headlight washers out because when I was fitting them on, they weren't sitting correctly, and they were getting pulled pulled out, sorry. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that after the fact. Okay, so how this works is that you have this little clip outside, goes in here like that, just slots in. This at the back clips into these little holes here, and when you press the button inside to clean the headlights, this comes out and sprays water from the pipe connected here, connected to the tank in there. So what I'm going to do is put my hand behind here, slide it into place, and then from here, the outside, click that in like so. So that's what I'm going to try and do now, and then do it on the other side as well. It's quite hard to grab there, to be honest. These should slot in like so. There we go, and that's clipped in now. It's being held in from the back. Now the only thing I need to do is connect the pipe down here. There we go. That's everything in, connected. Now you can see it's in perfect there. It's pretty well there as well. Okay, so I've managed to get this gap sitting a lot better here. So what I did was I actually ordered some new bolts from eBay.
And the screw just slots in here, screws up and cinches it together with the front wing. To end on a bit of a downer, I took the car out for a quick road test and noticed there was a vibrating noise coming from underneath. So I jacked the car up and noticed the clamp that secures the exhaust to the flexi was quite loose, and as you can see it was hanging out. Now because of the orientation of the screw and the nut, I'm not sure I can tighten it further, so I'll have to secure another clamp next to it. Another thing I noticed after the car warmed up is a slight oil leak. These cars are known to have faulty oil drain plugs, so my first point of call will be to replace that. Thank you so much for watching part 2 of this video. In the next video, I will aim to get the bumper painted as well as the mechanical issues just surfaced fixed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.